Welcome everyone, it's Fury here. As always, check Design UI's website for more tutorials, and let's get into our video. So basically, we're gonna start. We're gonna see what we've got so far for our project. So it's still RPG tutorial game. So I'm gonna go back to Flash to see once again for the last time what we've got. Yeah. So let's see what we've got, where we left off in last video. Okay, we have the debug buttons over here, which are yeah, yep, there. Okay, we have that. The debug stuff would just get closed and commented out. Also add item. And also initialize, so it should be black, completely dark. So I guess that's pretty much it if it comes to the Flash. Just to make sure that it's actually everything that we wanted to do. Okay, at least at the moment it is. So these are Cryengine methods, obviously. We have also a few events, but I'm gonna put it on the second screen and get into our actual Cryengine code. So we're gonna start implementing this UI inventory into our C++ inventory. So let's see what we've got so far. I'm a little bit ill, so this video might be slightly shorter than usually. I don't feel really good for recording long videos. I get headache when I talk. Alright, so we had these items to pick up. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into this. So we're gonna go see where the player files are. We're gonna do add new item component RPG code components. I'm gonna call it inventory. Shit. Yeah, we could do component, or we could do its visualization inside the inventory component actually, or we can do another component that will handle UI only. And this is just down to your desire. Whatever you want, you can do it both ways. I'm just thinking what would be better. There is quite a lot of stuff in inventory component, so. But no, okay, we will do it. So we have to add some structures here, or interfaces, I guess. With oops. UI element. What's the interface? Or oh yeah, actually we can do it like this. So include Flash UI. That's pretty much it. So we're gonna add the actual inventory UI stuff. So we're gonna have objects for it here, or pointers to it, so we don't have to initialize or call it every time. So you're gonna do UI element. It's a structure, yeah, I thought so. UI element p inventory. Let's do just p UI inventory, maybe. Also UI action, inventory show, UI action, inventory hide, UI action manager. It was P manager. Okay, we're gonna remove this so we don't. Structure, UI element, structure, UI action, and structure, UI action manager. Alrighty. The reason why I'm doing this, you don't have to, find every time the same UI element. You just have it in this pointer later. So in here, in inventory, I guess initialize. Let's do here. Let's do here. We have to include flash UI, and we're gonna go with this. Say p UI inventory equals environment flash UI get element UI element, and our UI element, let's call it inventory simply. P inventory show environment flash UI get UI action. It's gonna be called inventory show, and here P in. Oh, let's just copy it maybe. Let's do hide inventory hide. Cool. And last thing, P manager equal G environment get P flash UI action manager get UI action manager. So we got initialized everything. The problem is we still don't have any files for these inventory hide, show, or show and hide, and inventory. So we're gonna go to create GFX or actually not GFX file for this. So compile it, and it should be here. Inventory binary, and there it is, SWF file. I'm gonna copy this and place it in libraries. I'm gonna create UI folder here. Bang. Then we're gonna change this into GFX. Don't be worried about this, it's gonna work for sure. UI elements and UI actions, that's what we're gonna need here. And I'm not gonna be writing this file from the scratch, so I'm gonna copy it from other projects, so and just change what needs to be changed there. Let's grab it from maybe here. Assets. Okay, this is some actually no, I'll just copy this into here. This is some file from other project of mine. We're gonna just remove most of these functions, and we're gonna remove the events as well, most of them at least. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this. Normally you have to you just gonna need this name obviously to match your GFX file, but I'm gonna leave it like this, and then I'm gonna open up the other screen here. Oh, how can I do it? Oh, here you can see it properly. I hope it's gonna be visible nicely, hopefully. I guess it will be. So I'm gonna open the Flash develop on this screen. hopefully you can see it quite good. So we got these methods that we're gonna put over here. So this one does not exist, so we have initialize first of all. It's called initialize over here, and it has 1 and 2 you know, damn it, 2 parameters. So we just need 2 of these. And the first one is slots, and the second one is quick slots, and here integer. They are both numbers, so they are integers, obviously. The second method we have there is add item. Add item, and it has 1, 2, and 3, 3 parameters. So let's copy this and do name, and it's a string type. Second one is ID and slot ID, and they are both integers. So cool. Another method, or maybe just let's match the number first, and then we're gonna be modifying them. So we have add item quick access, we have remove item, we have remove item quick access, we have show, we have activate, and we have deactivate. The third one is add item quick access. Okay, that's that. It's also name, ID, and slot ID. So I'm leaving this as it is. The third one is remove item. If you want, you can have descriptions here, so later you know what it does. Remove item has only 1 parameters, and it's slot ID, and it's int. Oh shit, it's int. The next one is remove item quick access. Remove item quick access, and it also has only slot ID, just 1 parameter here. The next one is show. Show, very simple method for showing and hiding inventory. So show has only 1, and it's a bool. So let's do show, and here bool. The next one is activate slot and deactivate slot. They both have just 1 parameter, slot ID. So activate slot, deactivate slot. Fine. The next stuff is actually the fs commands, which are okay. We're just gonna be searching for them. So let's do fs commands. Oh, let's do find in files. So we find the okay, set item slot. That's the first event we have. Set item slot over here. And the parameter is called item to pass, and it's a, I guess it was, it's a string actually. Okay, so it's item ID and it's slot. So it's a string, so we're gonna separate them later. The second one is set quick access, so it's basically the same kind of event with different name. I'm gonna copy this, so I'm gonna have to write it down. And it's item to pass as well, string, no problem. And the last event is a drop item. Again, I'm gonna copy this and paste. Drop item. All the difference is that in this time it's a integer, and it goes like this: item ID. Okay, cool. That's all right. So we got everything now. I'm gonna close the obviously, fucking Flash develop, and I'm gonna close this screen. We don't need this anymore. So save this file here. Is this okay? Cool. So let's make sure this is the right file we are using. Okay. The other files that we're gonna need are here in. Damn it. Are the UI actions, which is hide and show. Okay, so UI actions. I already have these files here, so I'm just gonna open them up for you, and they look like this. So I basically copied from other projects, so I also name it there as the inventory. So you can just rewrite this the way you want. I don't need to change anything here. So inventory hide and inventory show. So they're already here. In our solution, we already have that here. Also, as you remember, we had these. Damn it! Where the hell is that RPG? The initialize function with the number of slots, so the system knows how many slots it should have. Okay, so let's initialize it now. PUI inventory call function initialize arguments, and arguments are gonna be here. This is structure that allows you to pass arguments to UI functions. So it's arguments add argument type. It was int and I'm not sure if we can actually use the macro here. Seems like we can. Arguments add argument int quick access capacity. So whenever we change values here, we're gonna have more slots in inventory, right? Cool. Okay, let's compile it. We're also gonna add action from key that allows us to open up and close inventory, so we'll just make sure that everything works. I'm gonna copy those two lines, do it here, and let's add another one here. We got these actions here, probably just one. Yeah, action use, so we're gonna add another one. We're gonna call it action inventory toggle. Okay, have definition for it. Inventory toggle, obviously when it's pressed, we want to check whenever it's pressed. Release, we are not interested in releasing this, whatever happens. So here, inventory, let's call it simply inventory and action I'm not sure why it's not showing up, but whatever. And key for it, key I. Very usual stuff, right? So most of the games have inventory when they press I. And toggle it. To toggle it, we would have to create another boolean value over here. or no, an inventory component. Let's do bool is inventory opened false from the very beginning. Let's do let's do it here, inventory toggle. So now we're gonna is get inventory, our inventory component. Okay, this is actually inaccessible. So let's do bool is inventory opened. Oh no, we can actually publish this variable, so for the easier access. Okay, here in inventory, b is inventory opened equals get inventory is inventory opened, but it's opposite value, so it's gonna allow us to toggle between them. Now, if actually let's go PUI or get inventory, and let's do show. Oh shit. Show and get inventory. Oh no, actually we don't have to do this. Let's just do show. So it's gonna take its internal value. So in here we're gonna add new method. It's gonna be void show simply without any parameters. Okay, let's create a definition of it. So it's over here. Cool. It's 22 minutes. Okay. Show just PUI inventory call function show arguments, and arguments are following like this. UI arguments, args, arguments, add argument, bool, and b is inventory opened. So if it's open, it's gonna call true, and if actually yes, if it's open, it should actually. Am I right or not? Is inventory opened? Okay, let's leave it like this. It should be fine. Yeah, let's probably can try that out, I guess. So just compile it, run the game, and see what happens. Now I press I. Oh, actually, I don't see inventory over here. Oh yeah, that's true. We actually have to call the show action on it. So initialize, it's done. But the thing is that p manager start action p inventory show inventory. So this should do, because this action actually, did not. Inventory was initialized and everything, but it wasn't showed. So it should be right here on the screen. The eye is not working just yet. Let's see what happens here. Let's do player input. Let's try it out. So when I press I, it's not being the inventory action is not being called. I'm gonna fix this. There is some problems with this with Cryengine 5.4. I don't know why, but some of these names over here, they just don't seem to work, no matter what you do. Mm, 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 mm. I'm gonna grab it from my project, so it's gonna work for sure. It's gonna be alright. Let's just do inventory toggle. I guess two long words can't be there, but this is quite long. And this one as well. So fuck knows why it doesn't want to work this way. Haven't figured that out yet, but some names are just not working well with this. So now we can toggle inventory actually. Okay, the first problem I noticed is as you can see over here, inventory word is just not showing up. So we have to embed the fonts that we forgot about. And we have to do a couple of more things that we forgot about, and they're all in Flash. So this inventory word is not showing up. The reason why is somewhere here. Nope, it's somewhere here. Initialize, embed fonts. We have to. Okay, this has to be on, and show false. Okay, build project once again. Close it. Copy this, paste it in library UI here. Remove the old one and GFX. That should do the job for us. Okay, now inventory is not showing up. It's cool. It's all good. So toggle works properly. The thing is, holy shit! It's actually the font still not showing up, which is weird. But eventually we will figure this out. I'm just gonna look into our UI once again. Here. Embed fonts, blah blah blah. It should be alright. Selectable, how to size. It is weird, but we'll figure it out later. Now, more important thing is to have inventory be hooked up to our, inventory component. Yeah, and the second thing, when we open up the inventory, we want to freeze the player's movement. We could do something like yeah, let's do something like this. Go to player.h. Let's add a new variable. It's gonna be boolean be freeze player. So in here, any action you want to take, it if be freeze player. Oh shit. Return. So whenever you freeze the player, you can't do anything. Obviously we can't put it here because we won't be able to close the inventories. But where we have to do it also would be here. Oh, let's do it on the top of this. And here. And here. Okay, so we just make sure that nothing works when we freeze the player. And now, if inventory is opened, we also want to freeze the player. So mp entity get component player component so if inventory is open, and then we freeze the player. If it's not, then player is not frozen. Here we're gonna create the sexual method in public methods. Freeze player bool freeze be freeze player equals freeze. Cool. That should do the job for us. We'll see. Eventually we're gonna just swap it. Okay, I can't do anything now. When I close it, it's obviously working, but okay, cool. Now, when we pick up the item, we wanna, actually this item to show up in inventory. So, where is our add item? I guess we usually use this add item. So we'll use it now too. I'm gonna add new thing here. I'm just gonna make sure that I use this method usually. So pick up, I do pick up, get inventory, add item. Yes, I usually use this. So here we're gonna add one more thing. PUI inventory, call function, add item, I guess it was, and arguments. Actually, I don't remember exactly how it was, so I'm just gonna open my other screen. So you have this inventory here. So add item, name, ID, and slot ID. Arguments are gonna have exactly those things. So SUI arguments, args, and arguments. Add argument, and first one is string. String. So like p new item, get item name. Was it the item name? I don't remember if we had the short one or the long one. Create item name. Okay, I guess we had the short one here. Item name. The second one is ID, and the last one is slot ID, where it was added. So second one, arguments, add argument, int p new item, get entity ID. Okay, and arguments, add argument, int I. Yes, I'm correct. I, because it's an index of the slot where we actually want to add it. Copy it from here. So we have another add item function, which we're gonna use sometime in the future. So the only difference between them is that slot is over here defined. We're not using this method at the moment, but we might use it in the future. So yeah. Okay. We have also add item quick access, but we could do this. We have prepared method for this, but I don't think we use it for now. It's for loading game later, much later. I guess it's okay. And also remove item. So I guess remove item. We did not add drop stuff yet, so we actually gonna check this out if it actually works, or no, actually we won't. We have to go to the editor and export our map to the engine. So where the hell? Here. Gonna launch the editor. Okay, we can close that. So in the editor now, we're gonna just grab our map and put some things on it. Or I guess we have done that, but we did not export it to the engine, so that's why the engine couldn't see the changes made for the map. Yep, exactly. So I'm just gonna go here and file export to engine. It's enough. Now we can run the game. Okay, a lot of swords. Pick up. See if it has. Yes, it's right here in inventory. Pick up the second one. Bang, the second one is there. Another one. Yep. It's all good, man. It's all good. We should be able to pick up 20 of them, I guess. I guess it was 20. A few more. I'm just making sure everything works properly at this stage. Yep. As you can see, there is no cursor working in the inventory. We've gotta fix this too. Whoops, there's a lot of them already. Yes, I'm not able to pick up anymore. Cool. So it works. The thing is that the cursor is not working in the inventory actually, so it should be down to our UI action stuff. So flash UI, I guess. Yep, I know what's going on. We should actually add another one more function that actually allows us to use the cursor. So levels items, the hell's that in libraries? So we have inventory hide and inventory show. Hide is pretty much all hidden, and inventory show actually shows the UI element in general, but it does not handle the showing inventory itself separately from the quick access that is on the bottom of the screen. So we're gonna add a new one. So let's do inventory show cursor. So the only thing here that is different, we're gonna do most events and cursor is 1. Okay, save this. Inventory show cursor. We're gonna add one more thing here. UI action p inventory show cursor. So then I keep the naming consistent, so later I know what that thing does. P inventory show cursor. Alrighty. So now when I open up the inventory over here, I should actually call the cursor to be show up. So manager start action p inventory show cursor and inventory. Guess so. The only thing is that we should do if p is inventory opened, then show cursor, and if it's closed, then we're just gonna keep it inventory show. That should do. That should do the job for us. Oh shit, fucking sandbox again. Do you know at all why the hell the sandbox does not, you know, shut down properly and it stays in our manager of the processes? It's still there and I can't do anything. So let's open up. So as you see, cursor is right here. I did not create any, you know, additional cursor, which I could do, but just a waste of time. So we have those mod. Oh, actually, that's actually weird. Let's see if I do it full screen. Yeah, okay, it's slightly too much to the left, but okay. But it works in general, so we can fix this. It's not a big deal. Though, you know, now when I pick this up, this is still busy. So what I would have to do is I'm just gonna grab. Give me a second. I would just have to grab this stuff. And okay, so the cursor works pretty much. What else? What else can we do? Those things that, for example, inventory is too much to the right, we can fix it easily in Flash. So we're not gonna be handling this at the moment. The more important thing is the actual inventory functionality, which is here, the events. So whenever we change the slot for this item and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go to Flash to remind myself of how we actually wanted to achieve this, because I don't remember. So how these events actually work. Okay, set item slot. So if I drop it on the slot, then it should call set item slot item ID underscore I. Okay, the same here. Okay, so the workflow was okay. First of all, we would have to add the event listener. Just gonna do header file in our code components. Let's do inventory events. Let's right away add it to CMake lists file. So let's do this. Okay, inventory events. Let me check something else. Okay, let's just do this. So, Breakpoint ones include Flash UI obviously, include components. Oh, actually, I don't have to do this. So at the moment, just let's leave it like that. Let's do class C inventory events, public UI element event listener, public virtual void on UI event UI element p sender const Okay, that's the method that you need to catch the events. I already showed that in many of my videos, so display name. Now, if event name equals, and how our events were named. They were named set item slot, for example. Set item slot. And the problem with it was that the event have only one parameter that you can pass, so I actually cheated on this indeed. Like item ID underscore slot ID. That where we want this item to be now. So same here. So we have to get rid of this underscore and actually separate this for the left and right, which is not gonna be that easy. Okay, I'll just have to think about this, how to achieve that one. This is down to the strings in general. So yeah, separating these things in the string. I think we could do like first of all, actually we have to grab this string. So slot string, let's say arguments, get argument string 0 and slot string. Then we actually have to get the left and right side from the underscore. So I guess we would have to what do we have to do with this? Let's do maybe string ID slot string slot slot string, and now this is gonna be left side, which is entity ID, and the second one will be slot where we want to place it. So let's maybe do like ID erase from index and count. We have to delete the right side, so it's gonna do slot string find first off I guess underscore and count, damn it, slot string length. Let's see what happens now. I'm gonna add the breakpoint here. Also, we have to add this event listener to our inventory actually, so I'll put it over here. Include inventory events. So it's the inventory events, and now when it's open, then we gonna, okay, we can put it over here. And here. So when it's open, then p UI inventory, add event listener, and inventory events, inventory, and the second one, remove event listener, and we don't need this anymore. Cool. Obviously when you open up the inventory, you want to listen to the events from Flash, and when you close it, you don't want these events to happen anymore, because this would be, if you keep it all the time working, then it would be just a waste of the resources, waste of your computer calculation power, I guess. So slot erase. We're gonna do from 0 up to slot string find first of, I guess, and yeah, I'm gonna put breakpoint in here and there to make sure, or to see how this actually gonna affect anything. So pick up this word. Okay, I'll just grab it, put it like here. No. So let's hit the second one. So we make sure that this is actually showing us the 23, which is entity ID, but we're gonna make sure. Okay, as you can see, it's 23 is entity ID, and 5 is actual 23. It's entity ID, and underscore 5 is slot where destination slot where we want to drop it in inventory. So this should show 23, and this one should show 5 only. Hit this breakpoint, and it's underscore 5. So the only wrong thing is that we want this +1. See what happens now. Let's just put it somewhere else, like here. So bang. So the CID is still 23, and the slot is 15, and that's correct. So we already have these things separated. So now the only thing we would have to do is to, assign it or let inventory know. So in order to do this, we would have to actually include player components. So let's do it. Let's do C player component player. So here in inventory, on the initialize, we're gonna grab our player and put it there. So let's do our inventory events player equals mp entity get component C player component. Cool. So now we have this initialized, and okay, let's do now player get inventory, and so we're gonna set this slot item. Do we have any method prepared for this? We don't. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go here and prepare some methods for this. So let's do it here. Void set item slot entity ID item ID. Oh no, let's maybe just create as item component, keep it consistent, be item to move, and integer slot ID, where we want this item to be moved. Here, bang, like this. It should be over there. So if p item to move is not valid item, then return. Otherwise we're gonna or slot ID is less than 0. Okay, now we would have to find where is this item. So we're gonna go for int I, or no, actually we can do get item slot. We already have this method for this. P item to move So it's gonna return slot ID, current slot ID, like this. And now we would have to empty out this slot and put it in the new slot. So pretty much just let's go and do p item slot ID equals p item current slot, p item current slot equals null pointer. Cool. So we grab this item, we put this item to the new slot, and we empty the old slot. Now we would have to call this method somehow, which is set item slot item to move and slot ID. I'm gonna just do it like this, and now we're gonna handle that. So let's do this item component p item to move equals entity system get entity by ID. So holy shit. Okay, we have to first of all int item ID equals ID. So we convert the string into int, and here we're gonna int slot ID equals slot. Okay, so now the environment entity system get entity item ID, and then get component as item component. That's the way we get the item based on this ID, and slot ID we're gonna pass anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna now put the breakpoint in here to make sure and check out, step by step, if it actually works properly, if it's not gonna crash or do any stupid shit for us. So let's check this out. Okay, we pick this up, we grab that and put it here. Okay, slot ID is 9, item to move. Okay, we don't know just yet, but it's not null pointer, so it's good. Slot ID is current slot ID was 0, so we put it in the new slot. Blah blah blah. It should be all right without any crashes. Yes, and good. So now when we pick up the second item, the second item should show up here because it's the first empty slot. Otherwise, it would show up here if the slot is not emptied out. Let's see. Yep, so slot was emptied out properly. Let's check once again. Yep. Okay. Cool, and once again, very fucking cool. Yeah. So, what else? What else do we want? We want also to be able to handle the quick access slot. So let's do right away all that we have to do with this. So set item quick access slot. Okay, and it's gonna be almost the same like that one, but the only difference is we can copy this. Get item quick access slot and p quick access. Okay, that's the array we want to use. That's all. And the other thing, here, events. Our event was named. What the hell was that? Set item quick access slot. So if set item quick access slot. It's good. It's all the same. We use the same kind of thing to separate underscore and all this stuff, so this is gonna stay the same. The only difference is here. Set item quick access slot. That's all it is. So now it's gonna work properly, and I don't even need to check this. It's all good here now. Okay, so maybe let's try to attach it to the player's back. Okay, so okay, or not. It's actually video that has 1 hour and I don't feel really good, so I'm gonna pass on this. So I'm gonna run the game once again to make sure that everything works and nothing fails. Pick up. Everything is fine. This should actually be put in here. And if we pick up, then the second slot should be okay. So I see that the some slot wasn't emptied out properly, but the reason for this is actually, yeah, so I understand what's going on now. It's very interesting actually, because we did not handle one thing if it comes to the inventory. Basically we handle switching slots from the inventory slot to other inventory slot, and from inventory slot and from quick slot to other quick slot, but we did not handle the normal inventory slot into the quick slot and opposite way. So well, let's see what this does. So this current slot should actually not be should be like -1 or something. It should not be called at all, and it's not gonna be hit now, I guess so. Oh shit, but it is hit. Okay, current slot is -1. Okay, so I get it now. So we have to check actually if it's -1, so it means this item does not exist in quick access slots, so it's probably item from normal inventory. So let's do int or if current slot is less than 0 or equals -1, then current slot equals get item slot p item to move. And I think we should do the same in here. So we just, that's the way we just make sure that we choose actually, we find this item in all inventory, not only in item slots or in quick slots, sorry. We just gonna look for this item in the whole inventory. And just to make sure that if current slot is still less or still -1, return, because it means something is really fucked up and it's not gonna work. Yeah. So I'm gonna just put the breakpoints in here and in there, and make sure that everything works properly now. Holy shit, no, it's not gonna actually work properly. Ah, shit. Also, damn it, Okay, let's do it a little bit different way. Current slot, and the second one will be int current quick slot equals that one here, right? So we're just gonna check if this item is in the normal slots or if it's in the quick access slots. And now if current slot is equal, it's less than, it's more than -1, then the normal slots is a true. So then p item slot ID equals p item current slot ep item current slot equals null pointer. Fine. But if current quick slot is more than -1, then we're gonna handle the quick slot. So the new slot is anyway normal slot, but p quick access, and we empty out the quick access. Okay, well, I'm gonna put the breakpoints in here and there. I'm gonna copy this completely. There will be difference between them though, and this difference will be pretty major. The difference will be that the slot where we wanna assign it to is always gonna be p quick access slots. Now let's see what happens. That should handle all possibilities, from the quick slot to the normal inventory, and from inventory to the quick slots. I know it's probably quite complicated, but when you got that far with this video, or my videos in general, you probably understand what I mean. Okay, let me grab that guy, put it there. So it says that, hey, this item was taken from normal slots inventory and it was put in quick access slot. So it worked out. It was in current slot and so okay. And this guy, it's gonna go here. Hey, again the same thing. What about if I close then I pick up? Then it should be okay. Let's see the next one. Okay, they're all cool. Let's put it there. Okay, so it says, hey, the slot where it was taken from is a normal slot, and it was assigned to the normal slot as well because it's this function. Cool, cool, cool. I think it's pretty alright. Yeah, one more version of it. We can grab it from here and put it there. So now we have this else if it was, hey, was taken from the quick slot and it was put in the normal slot. And now one more scenario would be when I grab this and put it in the other quick slot. It's still here. So from quick slot to the quick slot. So seems alright, at least to me. Seems like we handled all possibilities that could have happened. Right. On the next video we're probably gonna go into attachment systems, so we're gonna attach these things to the player's hand or back and that kind of stuff. So thank you for watching and see you next time.